Well, it's quiet here on Manzanita Street, but the last 24 hours have been anything but calm. In fact, the house has been pretty quiet until just a few minutes ago when several people arrived home. They did not want to speak to us tonight, but it's been a crazy last 24 hours. People living on this block tell me they have never seen as many police cars as they did last night.
It was about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I heard some commotion, seen police lights, walked outside, and heard them wrestling with some kid, or I don't know who it was, and next thing I know, they said, I seen crime scene tape.
Police say they arrived at 623 Manzanita Street around 7:30 p.m. last night and found 23-year-old Alberto Nunez Lopez dead with multiple cuts on his head and neck. Investigators say this man, 19-year-old Taylor Enriquez, got into an argument with Nunez, which led to Enriquez using a shovel to hit Nunez on the head, then a bottle to strike his neck. Investigators say a 61-year-old man was also beaten by Enriquez when he went outside.
Yeah, last night was kind of crazy.
KFOX 14 talked with a woman who lives down the street and says she's a close family friend of the people involved and has known them for a long time.
Since they were little kids. Their mother died a few years ago, tragically.
Kara Tollifason says she's heartbroken about what happened in her neighborhood.
This is a good neighborhood. These are good people. These are children, if you look at these names in the paper. It's 19 years old, 23 years old. What happened here is not Las Cruces, is what I'm saying. This is a horrible thing.
Others say they'll be keeping a closer eye on their own kids.
Actually, my daughter is sitting outside with her friend right now and finna make her come in the house because it started about this time last night.
Investigators took down the crime scene tape around 6 o'clock this evening. We're still working to confirm the identity of that 61-year-old man, as well as his condition and his relation to the people involved. For now, reporting live in Las Cruces, Jillian Fertig, CBS 4. Well, it's been a long time coming, but those days of buying water bottles to drink and cook with will soon be coming to an end. Construction on phase 1 of the water project is expected to begin late summer or early fall.
I can tell you that we can go through 1, 3, 4, 4 of the large cases a week. We've been doing this for what? The last 7 years, 8 years? Because before we were not aware of how the water was.
Just 6 months ago, the village of Vinton received funding for sewage, and now it's getting funding for a municipal water system.
We just need the water and sewer. We just need the water and sewer. Even in Juarez, I mean, come on. Where's Colonias? Have potable water.
The USDA gave Vinton $7.7 million for the project. $4.8 million is a grant, and the other $2.9 is a low-interest loan. The village will have 40 years to pay off the $3 million.
The first phase will be providing water to about approximately 250 homes, 249 homes to be exact. We have a current system that is contaminated with arsenic, and that first phase will take care of that area.
Phase 2 plans will provide water to 171 homes. In 2011, the village received around $30 million in grant money to bring the village clean water and a working sewer system, but 3 members of council blocked the village's efforts. The 3 council members left office in 2013 and were barred from seeking office for 3 years.
I'm asking you about the grants.
They never gave a reason why they blocked the grants. But now people say everything is turning around and working like it should.
Myself, you know, I've got my own private water well. I've got water. But my neighbors have struggled for years. The current water system that's there right now has been failing. And it's been a struggle for a lot of people, especially for the young kids.
The next step is to get the funding for phase 2 of that project by this summer. The official announcement will be made tomorrow afternoon at City Hall. U.S. Rep. Beto O'Rourke and State Senator Jose Rodriguez are also expected to attend that announcement. That'll be at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Reporting live in the studio tonight, Jillian Fertig, KFOX 14 News at 9. A murder on Friday, a shooting outside of a bar here on McCombs, and then yesterday, a stabbing, all happening within a few miles of each other. We've made you a map map. Hopefully you can see this here on your screen. Take a look. You can see where each incident happened, almost forming a triangle around several northeast neighborhoods. Today we talked with people living inside of those lines. Police say an argument in a backyard on Pikes Peak led to a man being shot and killed on Friday night. Then Saturday, a man was shot in the head outside the IDK bar on McCombs in northeast El Paso, according to officers. Then Sunday, police were called to the North Village Mountain Apartments. That's on Diana. Officers say a fight there led to a man being stabbed. People living just miles from where this happened say it's heartbreaking and scary that so much violence is happening in an otherwise peaceful area. Over here at the intersection of Eastlake Boulevard and Darrington, you can hear the horns honking. Lots of frustrated drivers, lots of backed up traffic. Let me get out of the way so you can just get a picture here of what's going on. Some of you guys were complaining about a 45-minute delay during yesterday's commute. Listen to all of this. You can hear all these horns honking. We've heard dozens since we've been out here just for about 30 minutes. Here at the Sunland Park racetrack, checking back in. The position draw is going on right now. I'm here with Julie Farr right now. We're going to talk a little bit about the events. This is a huge event for Sunland Park. You know, 4 of the 5 top trainers are coming in. Tell me a little bit about them, where they're coming from.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much. That was Julie Farr, everyone.
We're here at Park University here, the East Campus. There's going to be 3 sessions today. The first one will start at 8 o'clock this morning. The purpose of this event, of course, is to draw in people from the public and the community who may qualify. Well, actually, within the last minute, I was pulled aside by the bailiff, and I'm told we do have a verdict down this trial. You can see people filing into that courtroom right now. Those jurors have been deliberating since just before 11 o'clock this morning. The morning started with closing arguments, and then it's been deliberation since then. Prosecutors say the evidence points to Antonio Lopez saying he stomped baby Jayla to death in 2012, but the defense says another foster child living in the home at the time had a history of violence and that she's the one who killed the baby. They also say Lopez's confession to police was from being pressured. Again, the jury went into deliberations just before 11 this morning. He is facing a life sentence if convicted of capital murder. He could also be found guilty of a lesser charge like manslaughter. We're going to go back in the courtroom right now, and of course, stay tuned for an update on that verdict. Be sure to follow us on our website as well as on Twitter. We're live in downtown El Paso. Jillian Furtick, KFOX 14 News at 5.